I don't know if I'm ready for this one. This is going to be a crazy show, everybody. We got some great guests. I think these guys are influencers on MySpace, so this is going to be really, really big.
Let me bring on one of those places from 1988.
Let me bring on my host, if I can even get to the intro, Mr. Christopher Guerrera. Chris, what's up, man?
Hey, Carmine. Yeah, we got a great show today, man. We're gonna have some fun. You know, we met some of our new partners over here up in the hardware show, which we had. You know, we had them on our pitch panels, and we had a great time, a good showing. It was a lot of fun. But I didn't think a podcast can be this much fun. I don't even realize we had a podcast before the actual podcast.
Yeah. I should have been recording this whole time.
Yeah, because I think the next one will be like a comedy segment, right? So hey, let's not waste any time. Let's bring them on. Dan Maxey and Eric Jopp from Tools in Action, baby.
And that's where I need the sound effects. What's up, guys?
I know. I was trying to get the different sound effect like that. Cool.
I just told Carmine, based on these guys' new studio, I might have to like put Carmine off a little bit. I was in Carmine's studio. I don't know. These guys have a whole different aspect. So guys, welcome. Glad to have you on.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
I mean, I know Eric just learned how to use his camera today, which was good, right? It's a good start. Got a new studio. You got to learn how to use the camera. So let's talk about you guys a little bit, right? I see you everywhere. I see you on social media. I saw you all over the hardware show. You were on the pitch panels. You guys did really great. You got a pretty cool name, right? Tools in Action. Like, who are you? And how did you guys start this?
Right now.
Well, basically Eric here started it years ago, just 2005, just as a website. Obviously back then there wasn't too much social media, except for a few years later, YouTube, which he started too. I think we deleted all those.
You didn't say, what is it? OnlyFans page. You said YouTube, right?
Yeah. We're getting on OnlyFans right now. We're just concentrating on dominating GeoCities and MySpace.
Yeah. Those are the up-and-coming ones.
Yeah, those are going to be,
buy stock in MySpace.
Yeah, I just really think it's going to be this huge platform. I mean, nobody really knows about it, you know, but it's out there.
You can get Facebook now for a deal on the stock market.
That's true too. Yeah, we
place
kicked
on that
off
now.
of Facebook though. They don't like our content, but you know. No, but we just started, obviously evolving as social media platforms evolved. And, we were planning on just being website, YouTube. That was our focus. And then obviously Instagram, Facebook, TikTok came out and, we just started going on those platforms and it just took off for us. Right. And that's what we do now. So we have kind of a mixture of everything. We have editorial reviews over at our website. We have just kind of funny, dumb videos on our YouTube channel. And we have our Instagram, which is, quick 7 seconds. TikTok just pops. Hey, what is that? That's cool. Get your attention. That's what builds our audience. So.
And, there's a rumor going around. Is it true that you met Eric in the jail cell?
We
Is
did.
that where you guys came up with this idea?
Yeah,
Yes.
we were Sellies.
Yep,
You know?
Sally for a while too. Yeah, it was crazy.
while.
You just never know where you're going to meet your partner, man. It's just,
Seriously,
I
right?
always say you have to be present. So in this case, you guys were present.
Yep, and we got the same parole officer, so it's all good.
Makes it easy,
Yeah, so when we have to leave the state-
Carpool.
Carpool.
Yes, yes, exactly.
That's good.
Right, so-
That's awesome.
So when you guys do your videos, right? 'Cause I really do like them. They're, like you said, they're quick, they're informative. How do you do that? Like people send you products, you buy products. How does somebody get, if they want you to do a review of the product, how does that happen?
Well, usually they reach out to us and, depending on the product, sometimes it's easier just to buy the product. We've learned over the years, we used to get the product sent to us from the companies, but then it's like, there's just too many stipulations generally. And it's like, we just want to be, on our schedule, fun, and just get it done. Right. And get it out there. And I feel like when you have companies that want to dictate what you're doing, it's kind of harder to actually make creative content, right?
Yes.
So sometimes it's easier just to buy it and then the company reaches out to you and say, hey, we saw your video, thanks for the 5 million views, and then they're all happy, right? But sometimes it's like, they send something out and they send a long letter of all the bullet points they want you to hit. And like I said, on our social media, we have 7 seconds to capture these people's attention, and anything longer than that, it just kind of dwindles down a little bit.
So what type of audience do you normally get? Like I saw you at the hardware show. You guys are filming people. You're having a lot of fun. So how does that work? Do you get people calling you all day long? You get emails? Please look at my product. How does that normally work for you guys?
Yeah,
Mostly spam.
Spam.
Let us-
Yeah, a lot of,
email
spam. A lot of
again.
people in India, man,
Yeah.
love us.
A lot
They
of
love us.
mortgages and other things.
We're huge with the Chechens.
Yes.
We're like number one over there. No, in our DMs, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, in our Instagram, I feel bad because sometimes I'll go on there and there's companies that try to reach out for us, and I don't have enough. We just get so many.
You're inundated.
Yes, I just don't have so much time in the day to check all these DMs, but that's usually how they do go through there. We could go through our website. We have a media kit that we could send over to them that gives you contact information. But again, like Eric said, it is hard to differentiate the real people from the, just the scammers or the, people. We get a lot of people from India and China, no name companies that want to push their stuff with us, and we do also offer for brands, sponsored opportunities, right? Where they can get more coverage. We're not going to necessarily, give them favoritism in a review or anything like that. And in fact, over the years, we've been kind of going away from reviews, I feel, right, Eric?
Yeah.
We're just two guys in a garage that show off fun tools. That's what we do. We're not contractors. We're not, we don't use tools on a daily basis, but we go through a lot of tools, right? We know a lot about tools and we just love to show them off, and we let our audience kind of figure out and give us feedback on how that tool is.
Yeah. We're professional amateurs. Is what
Professional amateurs.
Perfect. Hey, real quick. And I know this is kind of off topic because we have a whole planned session here. Did you guys ever have a tool that just blew apart? It didn't work, or it was just such a piece of junk? You don't have to say the name of it, but I mean,
No, we want to hear the name.
I mean,
we've had tools like that. Most of that is not because tools that we've tried to find, but people have come to, like, consumers have come to us and said, "Hey, what do you think of this tool?" That's a lot of tools we go after. They're like that we buy. There's things that we actually personally want ourselves too.
Right. I'm trying to think though, if you had to think of the worst tool you ever had.
I know.
And I know I just thought of it the other day too, because I was thinking about it. But the worst tool on performance I probably ever tested, the biggest letdown, is the first generation Milwaukee blower.
Oh yeah,
that's just such a letdown because Milwaukee's such a great company. They have nothing but power, nothing but good. And I mean, literally, they came out with this new blower. I gave it to my sister who needed a blower, and she gave it back to me. She's like, "Dude, this thing's so weak. I can't blow anything with it." And then she went out and got an Ego, and it was like night and day.
That's one of those where you say tools not in action.
Yeah, right. And it's unfortunate, but that gave me a bad, kind of vibe about that OPE brand. But yeah, there's been others that have just broke instantly, and I mean, just like everything.
I think we just came up with a segment for you guys, like a blooper reel.
Oh man,
all the tools that didn't make your want it list. Tools.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, right?
Someone actually put out a blooper reel of us.
Yes, someone made a blooper reel of us.
We never figured out who it was, but it was actually did a really good job.
Yeah, it was super funny. They took a lot of time to watch all our videos. And like, I don't like watching my videos. I don't like going back and seeing it because I'm always like, oh my God, look how bad I am. Like, I got boobs. I need a bro.
Voice, everything.
Yeah.
You sound like me now. I keep looking at like my 24-year-olds all jacked and working out. And I'm like, damn, I used to look like that. What happened?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's bad watching you age on YouTube,
Yeah.
I look at my earlier videos. I'm like, look how young we are. I mean, we got Eric looking young with no gray. I mean, it's amazing. And I just think to myself, are we going to be 70 and be on YouTube? I don't know.
It happens quick, man. My son's going to be 30 this October. And I'm like,
wow.
That happened.
I know, right?
Man, you're crazy.
And I always had this thing that I would say that I have to still compete with them. Like when I had a big sport court in the back of my house, and we had like basketball, volleyball, batting cages. Oh, cool. And I used to always say that the number one rule as a father, I'd have to kick your ass my entire life, right? I can't let you beat me. And finally, like around 52, I said, okay, yeah, I'll give you one last chance before I sell the house, but that's it. We're done. If you don't win, I'm going to talk for the rest of my life about it.
Bragging rights.
I lived up to it.
Yeah. As soon as you said batting cages, I saw Eric light up.
Yeah.
What? Baseball?
Oh yeah, we're big baseball fans, and we had like my son played Division I ball, so we always made sure in the back we had like the pitching machines. It's kind of ironic. I tried to pitch to him. He's like, "Come on, dude. It's like little league pitching now. I'm playing Division I high school." Yeah. I'm like, okay, I got to go buy a machine that throws 100 miles an hour at your head just for that comment. You know what? You know when you're getting old is when those comments start coming around.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good old days. But it's fun. So So when you look at like equipment, like I think of like a batting machine, right? A pitching machine. I went through so much before I bought mine. I wanted to make sure it can throw curves and all this stuff. How do you guys go about testing it? Do you have like you have a protocol, a check sheet list that you use, a process that you follow?
No, we don't. We just actually look at what tool we have and how we think it's going to be used. And then we kind of base
Yeah,
stuff off
because
of that.
like I said, we don't really do in-depth reviews too much anymore, but we will give them to the mechanics next door. We have a certain set of carpenters. Like right now we're working with the rigid inspection camera with a plumber. So just, you know, we go out to the pros and, you know, it just depends on the tool. And if, you know, what we've worked out with the brand, right? If it's a paid partnership or something like that with the brand, yes, we will go to a professional. We will get, you know, their opinion on it and everything. And we tell the brand right up front, hey, we're going to be honest. Okay. If this tool sucks, we're going to tell you it sucks. Okay.
Mhm.
And then you decide if you want to post it or not. But we're not changing it. We're not changing how we wrote it, how we talk about it. And I think a lot of brands, it's like 50-50, probably 60% are all okay with that. And then there's 40%.
50-50, well, 60%.
Well, I don't know, but most are okay. But you got those one brands that are like, hell no.
Yeah.
You know, don't talk bad about us, or, you know, you don't always show us in the favorite light.
Yeah, we've had some people come back to us, get mad at us.
Yeah, like
Wow.
we blew up like when we first started, Milwaukee sent us a Makita drill and a Milwaukee drill, right? And they said go side by side with them, and we did. And the Makita drill like caught fire. So we filmed it and we put it on the internet. And to this day, 15, 20 years later, I don't even know how long, Milwaukee or Makita hates us.
They will not.
They will not talk to us. They will not, just because we blew up that drill or whatever. And they're like, you know, it's unfair that another manufacturer would send you our tools. They might have done something to it. And then now seeing how Milwaukee is, we're like, oh, well, they could have done something to that. So, you know, we pulled the video down, but we were new at the time. And it just goes to show,
advantage.
yeah, but it just goes to show how big companies just want to take advantage of your audience, you know, and kind of, it's just like big media when you're watching these big, you know, CNN, Fox, all that. It's just like, it's just, you're being fed garbage. And
no, but I would think, right, your audience, like being straight up and being honest is better for your audience, right? I mean, no one wants you to be selling something that's garbage and then they go buy it and say, what the hell did you guys review it on?
Yeah,
I'm not getting the same results.
And the crazy thing is like when we do like Ryobi or Heart Tools, which right now, you know, is not a sponsor of ours or anything like that, but we talk them up, right? Because they're good tools for the cost. But the minute you say Ryobi, you got the, you know, professional guy saying, oh, that's garbage. If you showed up to a job site with that, I beat you over the head with it, you know?
And we try to associate. We're like, no, those homeowner tools.
Yeah, it's like homeowner tools, price points, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
people got to understand that. And I mean, it's all relative, right?
That's when they start throwing their old Home Depot stuff at you. That's Home Depot garbage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Big box. Oh, I don't shop there. I don't, you know. And honestly, one thing we have learned, especially about drills and stuff, is they're pretty much all the same. The only thing you're looking for is ergonomics and you know, weight.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
if you want high power, you go with a big hammer drill. You know, if you want compact, there's tons of compacts out there now.
Well, honestly, at some point when you have competitive nature on tools, right? And it becomes down to marketing and branding. Who can get the word out faster? How can you show it in a better light, right? And it becomes bigger pockets.
100%.
Yeah.
That's where the smaller guys don't have a chance to some degree,
Exactly.
because the big guys have the deep pockets.
And you're so right, because we look at brands, you know, I'm not going to mention brand names, but some brands are killer at marketing, and you can tell because they have, you know, high social numbers, you know, just anything we post gets higher views on them than other tool brands. And then you have some brands who actually really have good tools, but just have the worst marketing in the world, you know? And, you know, example would be, you know, Makita. We don't talk to them, but they're a Japanese company. They're set in their ways, and they always will be set in their ways because that's just how they are, right? And I think a lot of these, you know, DeWalt is another company kind of set in its ways, but I think that more, I was like, I'm not going to mention brands. All right. But, you know, and Milwaukee's just a marketing machine, right? I mean, that's what Milwaukee does, is market their tools. I mean, they're probably got a bigger marketing department than most anybody else. And that's why you see a lot of their stuff out there.
Yeah, no, definitely. So when you started doing this, right, when you guys started this, you had no followers, right? So talk about that. How did you get an audience? Because you got a pretty large audience now. And every time you post something, it like literally blows up. obviously I'm a fan of your guys now.
Okay.
How long did that take? Outside of buying that contact list you mentioned earlier, how
Yeah.
else did you grow your how else did you grow your base?
Well, Eric knows Mark Zuckerberg really well.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, he just doesn't know Eric.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of talking to yourself. It's a lot of just building a base, just creating content, right? I mean, if you post the greatest story in the world just once, you're not going to get a ton of views to it, right? Because you just don't have that substance yet. So you just got to start like Eric did. He just kept writing articles, and you're literally talking to yourself, and then you see a first person come and leave a comment. You're like, oh, and then you start talking to them, and then it slowly picks up from there. And then like this has been going on for 15 years. So we've evolved. You constantly have to change every year, right? So like before TikTok, it was just focusing on the Facebook. Then Facebook was kind of dying. So it's like focus on Instagram, right? So you just kind of go where you think your audience is and just post very good content. I mean, the best content that you can possibly post. You can repost. That helps you get going too, to an extent. We've kind of got away from that. We were crazy reposters, which really helped build our Instagram. But after a while, I just felt that, it's just kind of better to do our own content. We own it. And so we're kind of evolving to that. And we did our own content on TikTok, which is blown up. So
yeah, which I think that's a great platform for you guys. And it's got, like you said, got to be quick, right? And you got to continue to post to get some action. So how about haters? You got any haters? I don't see any haters out there. I don't see anybody comments.
Yeah, no, they love us. Every time we put it in, something out, people coming out comments and like it's all roses and love, man.
Yeah.
They love us. They're like,
what are we doing wrong?
Yeah.
We don't have that kind of following.
Money, it's crazy.
Yeah. No, you always get those haters. You always get those people who know more, don't agree with you, whatever it is. You get the people who just troll.
Yeah, well, especially with us though, because you do get those guys that are that think they're the echelon of carpentry or the echelon of plumbing, or and no, granted, yeah, a lot of these guys that know 90% more than we do. That's their field, right? But that's why we just try to keep it. Hey, we're just showing you the product. I'm not necessarily giving you a review, not necessarily saying this is the best or the worst. Just, hey guys, check this out. What do you guys think, right? And the funniest comments that we always get is no matter what you post. I could post a Model T Ford, and some guy's going to comment and say, dude, cars have been out for a while. It's like they always think whatever you post is supposed to be the latest and greatest. You always get that's been out for a while post, So I used to comment and go back, like a sphincter says what or something like that. And that seemed to be pretty funny a lot of times at work. But I just gave up. You just let them do their thing.
My son always says, I always feel like the need to jump in too. And lately I did the same thing. But my son always says, if you don't have somebody hating on you, that means you're not doing anything good.
Right.
True. So true.
And the haters fuel you, man. But the best thing you can do is, if you don't like that drama, is just not engage. So we just don't even, and when I see hate comments, I don't engage. If I see, people posting like really like hate speech, I guess you could call it, I definitely delete and ban them from the channels.
Yeah.
But if some guys come on, hey, DeWalt sucks or Milwaukee sucks, hey, whatever, yeah. Or you guys are clowns, or
but you said what ultimately you guys are trying to do is have fun, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Have fun and show some good stuff that's out in the market that can help the consumer.
Educate and entertain is our thing.
Yes, and we're real people. It's like you always look at online at DIY stuff, and you're like, oh, hey, I have to put this together. It's super easy, right? But how many times do you have problems? The screw strips, this or that. We're just realists.
Yeah, which is the best thing.
Never works.
You guys have been friends for a while, right? You
Since what?
Third grade.
Yeah,
third grade. Wow.
Eric farted on my head one time. Yeah, I'll never forget that, dude.
Did he light a match though when he did it? That's the key.
But my head rattled.
I wish it did.
And to this day, man,
it's messed him up.
That's
all his problems he has in life.
He literally left a mark.
That moment.
My head vibrated, man. I was all dizzy.
All right, so Dan, this is what I'm going to ask you now about Eric. So what's the best quality of Eric? And then I want to know the worst quality. And I'm going to give you a chance, Eric, to tell me about.
Now you're going to see a fight break out.
Yeah. Oh man, now you're going to be a fight. That's actually a good question.
Everyone needs to know that you guys are sitting across from each other. You're not in different rooms.
Yeah. No, I would say my best thing is Eric is reliable. You know what I'm saying?
First time I've ever heard that in my life. Thank you.
No,
That's
I mean,
good, man.
yeah, sometimes I'm sitting waiting for him at to pick him up in the morning to go to the airport or something. But one time I hocked, he got
But
out.
you know he's gonna show up. It just might not be on time.
Yeah, right. But no, you know what? He's a good, reliable person, and I could trust Eric. You know, if I had like, you know, my life savings, $100, and I gave it to him, I know that I'd get at least 50 of it back.
Maybe.
Nah, he's good. Worst quality, I would say. Oh man,
He's reliable.
No.
Yeah.
Just that he likes to agitate. You know what I'm saying? Just
Oh, I like that about you, Eric. Yeah, that's my
And I do
specialty.
too. But something you can tell when he's just in an agitated mood and he likes to push my buttons. Like just a recent example at the airport, and he thought this was completely normal. We're just standing in line, and he said something, and I went meow, and he looked at the lady in front of him going down an escalator and said, "Why did you say that about her?" And she turned around, and I was so embarrassed. And then the pilot guy was behind him and got like gave me a dirty look. So I walked away, and Eric thought it was totally normal. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, that's not normal.
Did you notice when you said
Embarrassing.
something bad about Eric, the lights dimmed? That's good.
I noticed that. I was like, what happened?
You know why? It's because
Okay, maybe
It's
Eric's got a little more
outside.
power than we thought.
Yes.
All right, Eric, here's your chance. Good things about Dan and bad things.
you know
Give me one of each.
Oh no.
Only one?
Only one. Yeah, we'll save the other ones. Every show we'll do
Yeah.
one.
Light show. I think awesome.
I know I'm trying to get the right color.
You know what? For Dan, there's two things actually: trustworthy, and I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, obviously.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just,
Well, you know what? That's a good one to start with. I'll tell you that.
He doesn't want to say the bad because I'll be jumping over this table, man.
No, but you know what? He's very creative. I like his creativity, and it really helps with Tools in Action a lot. He comes up with a lot of the ideas. Execution's a different thing, but at least
Yeah, I do come up with
ideas.
ideas, but they never get done because I always forget it. I always say, Eric, what was that idea I came up with?
Oh my god.
But now he's got a system to write it down.
It's only gonna take me about 20
Yeah.
years to get that going, though.
So-
I honestly, on a serious note, I picked that up immediately about you two. Like, you can see that you guys are both good dudes. You guys care about each other. You care about the people you were hanging out with that day and showing stuff. And that's what attracted us. We said, man, these guys are like our people. We need to get them on a show and start a series and start doing more stuff with them. And Carmine, I mean, that's how me and Carmine, I mean, I didn't know Carmine, I met you at a hardware show probably 2 or maybe more than that, 3
Yeah.
years ago. I didn't really know who Carmine was. And then, we started doing stuff, and you can see the chemistry was right. I won't ask him what he likes about me or doesn't like about me, because we don't have enough time on this show, but we'll do it for the next one.
No, but it's cool.
Yeah,
It's good
but I
that
can see that. And you both said that that's part of what I believe in, the trustworthiness, right? Like, really being able to rely on somebody and trust in them. I mean, whether it's corporate America and the teams I built there, or it's working with like Carmine or the groups that we work with now, those are, you can't define that enough. That is the most important asset that anybody can have as a partner. And without it, I mean, I won't even work with people if I don't feel that or believe in it. So you guys, you show that. It's clear that you guys get along, you like having fun. All the most important things are being successful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. And that, like I said, that's what we like to do, man. We just want to keep it happy, keep it going. Nothing too serious, because when things get too serious, that's when it turns into a job and it sucks.
Yeah.
Right. So what we'll do is, we'll kind of do these 20-minute segments, and next one, maybe we'll pick a specific topic and talk about it and give our audience something to really shoot for when they contact you guys. So if I want to reach out to you, how do I do it? How do I find you guys? I mean, I know where you are, but maybe our audience doesn't yet. I'd be surprised if they don't, but they might not. How do they find you?
Just
The easiest-
at Tools in Action everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Tools in Action. Yeah,
Just stop
Instagram.
someone on the
and
road.
then
Just
if your
stop somebody
tools
on the
suck-
road.
Yeah,
And if your tools suck, you'll be in tools out of action.
yeah. Just at Tools in
Yes.
Action. If you type it in Google or Tools in Action, it comes up. We have a website, YouTube, all that stuff. Probably go to TikTok or Instagram. That's all.
Yeah. All right. Cool, guys. I really appreciate having you guys on. It's been a lot of fun.
You guys
Even the
think-
pre-show was a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
I'm sure the series, as we go on, we'll continue to do more work together, and we'll probably do some live events together. So I really enjoyed it, and definitely appreciate you guys taking the time out today.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Cool.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
guys.
We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
And,
Very
and
cool.
we do know now that Eric, for the next segment, will know how to use this camera. So we learned something
I
today,
hope
right?
so.
We're in good shape there.
He,
All right,
knew-
thanks,
he-
guys.
he knew how to use it. He was just testing a new camera out. That's what it
Well,
was.
he wanted to see if Dan knew how to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It
I
tricked
got
me.
him hooked up.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Yeah,
man. I really
thanks, guys.
appreciate it.
Thank you
Thanks,
very
guys.
much for coming on today. That was awesome. And the one thing I like about you guys is the consistency of your shows. I watched a bunch of the YouTube videos, and I love that you know who your market is. You know what you want to do. You're not swayed. And it's hard to find a company or a show like that. So I think it's just awesome what you guys are doing. And if you guys, our listeners, want to check it out, go on to toolsinaction.com or check out their YouTube video. Also, Tools in Action. It's got some great videos on there, some pretty cool and funny stuff. I thank you guys all for listening, and we will catch you next time on Made in America. Mr. Christopher Guerrera. You all take care.